And hello and welcome back to Trails into Reverie. This time we're going to do some of the daydreams. I did do a little bit of stuff in between.
New features available.
Looking at this, there is some stuff I can buy that I probably should buy, especially because I use United Fronts a bunch. Oh, that's an expensive one at that point. Trial shot. Tagalongs. The thing that really stood out to me was the Azure Divine Water. I actually need to do this. That's 2 of 5. That's 5. Okay, so this actually... These aren't, like, more or less expensive than the other one. It actually... expense-wise, you're not getting a discount.
Process complete. Process complete.
Whoa! I did not notice that go up.
Retrieving a process complete. Retrieving available process complete. Retrieving a process complete.
Ooh. Yeah.
Retrieving available process complete. Retrieving
Let's go down
process
to
complete. Process complete.
Oh, that maxed
complete.
out.
Retrieving
It's
available.
also, yeah, it's
Retrieving
also maxed
available
out.
supplement.
Let's go down to
Retrieving a
6,500
process. Retrieving available.
and see what we can do level-wise.
Process complete. Process complete.
Okay, so one thing I did is I sort of decided who I want to have in my team. So, some people were left out, mainly on the basis of, fuck, I need to set those people up. And I'm pretty sure this group of, including people that I'm sort of tempted to not include Victor. He's probably pretty good, though. Then again, he only has like 2,100. I did sort of want to use Machias. I did sort of want to use Machias. But with that in mind, see how much I can do in terms of getting people up to this, like, 190. Because, fuck, that's a task. Well, that takes up a lot of it. Ooh. Gets me a lot of the way for a couple of them, but it uses up basically everything right away.
I did it!
I will use up these. Here's my thought process. I will use up these. Fucking hell. I will...
Yeah, I did it!
Use up these really fucking quickly. On people that I really definitely know I'm going to make significant use of. And... figure out the rest another
you ain't
time,
seen
I
nothing
guess.
Yet.
We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out.
The cherry on top.
How many more could I buy with the thing? Shy. I might end up needing to grind a bit of that up. But with that in mind, let's jump into the stuff again. Hello and welcome to a look on the bright side. 2 and go. March 1207 of the Septine calendar. You'd think I'd start remembering the dates by now, but I have not. With Crossbow liberated and vows made between Olivier and Shara, things were finally starting to slow their roll. There's no better time to take a well-deserved family vacation. So we did just that, with a very special destination in mind. Is it Michelin? No. Oh. Oh, that makes for an interesting one.
Just get that crisp, cool Ymir air in your lungs. And now that we're all checked in, it's time to go do some tourism.
Yeah, I'm not really sure this is a tourist type space. It's more they have some facilities to fuck around in space.
All right. I feel like you've been drooling over the sights since we took the cable car in.
I guess they might have like good hiking trails if you're into that.
Oh, Estelle, when are you going to start acting your age? Even Reen's parents were regarding you like an excitable child when saying hello.
Oh, actually, I forgot about snowboarding because Falcom also forgot about snowboarding.
Sorry, I've just wanted to come here ever since he told us about it. And we couldn't skimp on our first family vacation with you as a bright. With how hard it is for Dad to find time these days, Adios knows when we'll get another. We gotta enjoy.
How I wish that weren't the case. I hate how little time we get to spend together nowadays. My bad. In fact, I can't even remember when we had our last vacation together. And then when I finally carved out the time for such a lovely occasion, I can't even ditch the uniform.
We don't mind. If anything, we've got your work to thank for picking the vacation spot to pull this off.
I mean, it's interesting that they wrote the lack of a change in outfit into it.
You going back and forth to Erebonia from home to discuss their army's future meant needing somewhere close to work. So?
See, everything worked out. They told you they probably wouldn't call you in anyway, right? So don't stress and take it easy.
That's in the plan. I really hope you have a great time with us, Ren. Now, if you want to buy any presents for your classmates or anything, just say the word.
Oh, really? Well, if you're sure. Is it just me, or do those two still seem kind of awkward around each other?
Yeah, I thought the same thing. They're still being a little distant with one another. We've spent so little time together since Ren was adopted. Probably still have some adjusting to do. Hopefully this vacation will give them a chance to bond.
Okay, so what we gonna do in the Ymir Slopes? Family Bright, we're excited for to experience all they could of Ymir, shopping, relaxing in the footpaths, taking in the snow-kissed sights. Is there much to shop at? I don't remember there being like a notable shopping complex at the very least. I mean, there's the general store. I do remember that stuff. This eventually led them out to Ymir Valley's edge, where they could see a mighty waterfall. Yeah, that's fair. Been a while since we've been here. Holy crap, Polly, get a load of that. I've never seen a waterfall so big, totally frozen over like this. Likewise, you wouldn't think it was March already? Oh, my father lives up in the mountains nowadays. It's always interesting when he sends me pictures of it snowing and it's like March or April. So, yeah, no, this is very believable to me. No wonder Baron Sforza recommended we come to see it. There's something mystical about this part of the valley, isn't there? Look at that monument. That says to me this area has a lot of history. I imagine it's a vestige of an old animism. From what I learned in Aaron Village, it could be used to access the spirit path. You okay there, Ren? You aren't the most dressed for the weather. Here, I'll lend you my jacket for a few. I'll be fine, thank you. The long walk up here kept me from getting too cold. I just need to move around a bit more. I'm sure I'll warm up in no time. Well, if you're sure. Where'd she go? Oh, to be young again. I'm layered to high heaven and all my limbs are still going numb. Well, my metabolism is much better than yours. Hey, talk about a cheap shot. I've been itching to get a good snowball fight going since I got here. Besides, I believe someone just said something about warming up through physical activity. I'm here in uniform today, so I can't play around too much. Or can't I? No! So there is some fire in that belly. It's not as though anyone is around. I accept your challenge. You'll need a walker to get back to Ymir once I'm through with you. Prepare yourself for a snowdown touch, throwdown. Why this out now. I would kill you. Yeah, it's to the death. Oh, yeah, I'll kill you. Are you sure they both aren't children? Neither of them takes too well to losing, that's for sure. But it's nice to see Dad showing love in his signature awkward way. I suppose you're right. I do like that aspect of him. We're so alike in that regard. Easy. Less talking, more pelting. I'd really rather not. I don't want my clothes to get dirty. Boo, don't be such a spoil sport. You brought more than one pair of clothes, right? All of us here have more than one pair of clothes, right? You're welcome to all come at me if you think you can win. Stell doesn't stand a chance on her own. Oh, you are so in for it now. We'll see who doesn't stand a chance when you got a mouthful of snow. Oh, too slow. Uh-oh. That's a big one. This is not ideal. Oopsie. Sorry about that, Mr. Boar. Honest mistake. Honestly, with how rocky it looks, I'm surprised it felt it. I don't think he's going to accept your apology. I kind of started this, but... Oh, we can't have him causing a scene here. Here we go again. Are we actually going to... Oh, see if you can subdue him, but don't hurt him more than necessary. I know. Oh, okay. I always wonder if they're going to actually have me do something. The daydreams do feel like a bit of a mixed bag. Well, not mixed bag. Shotgun approach to exactly how they do. I guess it really is more the pacing they want to do, right? It sounds like you've had quite the day already. I can't believe you're able to tame that boar. That one's a relatively recent arrival on the mountain. He's quite aggressive, and always seems to be on edge. He startled quite a few passerbyers before this, so I was beginning to think something needed to be done. But I should never have introduced you to the place knowing such a danger was present. You have my deepest apologies. But please also accept my heartfelt thanks on behalf of all of Ymir for calming him. I am deeply grateful. Though perhaps I should have expected no less from the children of the legendary Brigadier General Cassius Bright. It was nothing, really. And seriously, please don't thank us. That poor boar never would have come over if I hadn't smacked him in the face with a snowball. All we did was calm him down and see to his wounds. And speaking of wounds, he clearly had a lot of them from before our fight. If he was a recent arrival to the area, it might have been a turf war of other boars that put him on edge. Hopefully he'll start being a little calmer now. Oh, I hope so. We'll keep an eye out either way. But please, do get started on your food. I wouldn't want it to get cold. Oh, thank you. Oh, you don't need to tell me twice. I am starving. I'll say, I never thought the day would come when I would be able to drink with the famous Cassius Bright. I hear you personally taught my son as a fellow 8-leaf practitioner, too. It's truly an honor to have you in our household. You know what we have here? Fuck, he actually isn't clean-shaven. I can't make that joke, damn it. All I did was give him a gentle push in the right direction. It was his strength that led him to achieve what he did. And while I might have a high rank in the army, I can't say the same for my position within the family. I spend so much of my time working, I barely have any to spare for them. I can only imagine. Being the head of an entire nation's army must come with no small number of hardships. On a related note, with the power balance on the continent changing so significantly, there is much I would like to discuss. But you came here on a family vacation, so let's say we leave such serious talk for another time. I think that would be for the best, yes. On another matter, then, I hear that you're an avid angler as well as a hunter. Are there any particularly good fishing colts around here that you would recommend? A fellow coltsman, are you? I quite enjoy going upstream in the valley and opening a hole in the ice myself. That's where I summon the demons. The fish demons. Oh, now that was an interesting idea. Those two certainly hit it off quickly. Roland might not have as much natural beauty as Amir, but it still has its fair share. Perhaps that fact's helping them bond. I mean, we all get along great with Reen, too, so maybe you're onto something. Plus, you know, the cult connection. You know, it's so weird thinking of how my perception of Ereboni's changed over the years. Back in the Burrow, it used to feel like this scary place really far away. And now it feels so close and dear to my heart. Yeah, I never thought we'd come to live in times like these either. And it's only been like a few years, right? Like, all things considered. We lost a lot along the way, but I'm glad we can finally live together in peace like this. Together, we enjoyed a delicious meals. We told stories about Reen in Class 7. Yeah, that's a good topic. Before we knew it, it had gotten late, so we returned to the Phoenix Wings and went for a soak in the hot spring. Okay. Full frontal Cassius? No. He's never truly naked as long as he has that mustache. I can feel the stiffness in my back and shoulders from all that work melting away. You've really been busy lately, huh? Although I'm not surprised. Having to handle rebuilding after the war and manage to relate to Crossbow at the same time, it can't be easy. We're playing a part in the discussion about Crossbow's independence with Princess Claudia, too. Speaking of whom, it's incredible just how dependable she's become. During the international conference a while back, the new president of Galvard was constantly trying to assert his dominance, but she was just as capable as Prince Olivert and Princess Alphen in keeping him in check. Ooh. It's glad to hear those two are, like, on the up and up. Is this the same president that we've, I assume so, because I think that came up in Cold Steel 4, right? That switchover? And I'm glad they're all giving everything their best. President Gramhart seems like he'll be a formidable adversary then. Without a doubt. He's at least as cunning as President Rocksmith, if not more so. Thinking of this continent's future makes me more than a little uneasy, I'll tell you that. It's not just Calvin either. Still wearing signs here in Erebonia. Say nothing of the fact that we haven't heard from Ouroboros in a while. With the Phantasmal Blaze plan over, they're probably getting ready for the next move. They've had some personnel shakeups too, so we probably don't have to concern ourselves with them in the short term. Yeah, I'm sure they'll be back. Yeah, I wouldn't expect them to stay silent for long, unfortunately. I wish I had more time to relax. Even if I do have a lot to worry about, it hurts that the only time I can make for my family is between jobs like this. I haven't had much time to talk to Ren either. I always feel kept at arm's length when I do. I haven't been able to give you all the attention you deserve. I really want to going forward, though. I believe I speak for everyone when I say that we love that. I don't think you need to worry too much about things with Ren, though. Right now, you're just not used to one another, so you're both uncomfortable letting the other get too close. As long as you don't give up, the wall between you will break on its own before long. That I'm sure of it. I'm sure of that. I'm sure of it. I'm sure of words. You really have matured, Joshua. Especially that whole, like, getting your words right. I hope you're right. Ren's part of our family now, so I wanted to feel like it. Incidentally, when are you and Estelle planning on getting married? That's a good point. Like as a family member, that would be like a notable topic. As a player of a JRPG game, I'm just like, oh, that's where they are. Hey, Joshua, Olivert beat you to the punch. Let that sink in. Olivert got married before you did, Joshua. Olivert. that just like thinking about the impression Olivert gives to so many people, just casually, it's like, man, that guy. Imagine that guy getting married. Poor woman. Where did that come from? All this talk of family just reminded me. When I saw Jarzal all gussied up, it made me want to see my daughter like that one day too. So I wonder if there was something holding you two back. Well, you gotta get an answer. As much as it would pain me, if you were to marry into the family, I could allow that. Is this really the best time for this discussion? Have you talked about it? Has it even come up? You just can't beat a good hot spring, not even with the stick. It's like my whole body's on an express flight to Relaxville. Scenery's so pretty too. I've got to bring Tita here one day. I see what you mean. The springs in Elmo and Aaron were lovely too. But the way this spring incorporates elements of both Erebonian and Eastern culture really is something special. I'm so jealous you guys got to try the ones at Aaron. I never got to go in the end. The idea of a little bath in a hidden village is so dreamy. I'll have to get someone to take me one day. How about we go to Aaron for our next family vacation then? That would be even harder to organize than this one was, but wouldn't it be nice if we could? What's up? Oh, it's nothing. It's just the fact that I'm on a family vacation at all hasn't fully sunk in yet. I think I finally understand why the Hayworths don't get bored of going to Michelin all the time. So that's what it was. Well, don't you worry, because the fun times we'll be having together are only just getting revved up. We got that meal with Harold's family to look forward to, too, haven't we? I'm trying to remember who Harold was. That's true. I'm going to have to tell them about you hitting that boar with a snowball. Who is Harry? Please don't bring that up and embarrass me. I feel like people are finally starting to think of me as an adult, and that'll ruin it. So in character for you, though. By the way, you and Joshua are going to Crossbow soon, right? Does that have anything to do with the consulates Ereboni and Calvert plan to open there? Yeah, we were asked to escort the secretaries who'll be working at them safely into Crossbow. That's what they were there for at the very beginning of the game, right? That does sound familiar. It was a direct request from ambassadors Cochrane and Cragnaw, too, so we've got to do a good job of it. Oh, I see. Seems like I'll be best acting on my own after all, then. And that's why she's separate when she meets up with you. That message Grandpa Gorg managed to get me has me rather concerned. You know, Ren, there's something I've been meaning to say to you. Oh? What would that be? I've known you for a long time now, so I know how special you are. And how much of a genius you are, too. I doubt there's anything in this world you can accomplish if you put your mind to it. I swear you shot up a few regs, too. You noticed, I hope you're ready for me to become far prettier than you'll ever be. It pains me to let that go, but prettiness isn't the issue here. What I'm trying to say is, I know I don't need to worry about you too much because you can take care of yourself. But please don't feel like you need to handle all your problems on your own, okay? You're a little sister. Joshua and I care about you a lot. Don't worry, I'm well aware. If I really need help, I'll let you know. I'm sure you wouldn't hesitate to come to my aid wherever you were. Naturally. I'm sure Dad feels the same way, too. About that. What's going on here, gals? Can dear old Dad join in? The fact that he's just standing up in it. I guess that they're technically sitting down when they were covered up before. Look who just showed up uninvited. Only a real bore would interrupt two ladies having a private conversation. You might want to rethink your behavior before all the women of the world start hating you. My daughter's words are like daggers to my heart. Guys, this is the moment. He's vulnerable. Talk about his mustache. Talk about how stupid it looks. Is that gunfire? Sounds like it's a little ways from the village, but it still calls for concern. We should go investigate. Relaxing family vacation. Quick speculation, there's injuries on the boar, probably poachers, right? That's why it was spooked, not because of other boars, but because of poachers. I didn't expect all of you to show up. It's not like we could just ignore the sound of gunfire. Do you know what's going on? Not yet, but there seems to be a battle going on in the valley. Occasionally we can hear the sound of a boar's cry amidst the gunfire, too. Yeah, there it is. There's no sign the village is in any danger so far. This isn't something we can ignore. We ask you to stay in your mirror until we know it's safe. Your consideration is appreciated, but we're no ordinary tourists. We'll take care of the investigation. Could you make sure everyone in the village is ready to evacuate in the meantime? But... You know, you're probably right. This is a task best left to bracers. But as long as you are here, you are our guest, so please take care. Will do. This time, I won't stand idly by. We need to repay our hosts for their generosity, after all. Naturally, that goes for me, too. We're counting on you both. It'd be funny if it put us in a battle and then suddenly he's in order and he's not actually fighting. Oh, for fuck. Oh, for fuck. Hi, Gilbert. Oh, I need to... Get out of my way, you big dumb boar. Give me a break. You must know you can't hurt me by now. Just get lost. That's enough. I thought so. It would be you again, wouldn't it? Well, you thought it would be him? That's such a reach. What are you even doing here? Is Stell Bright? Why are you here? Why do you have two Axon forces and Cassius Bright with you? I feel like we're going to be running into you for the rest of our days. If it isn't Gilbert Stein, the steward of the former mayor of Ruin, you're still one in the barrel, I'll have you know. I just finished making you better, now you're all hurt again. Run along now, okay? As for you, I heard you were shot down with your ship last year. But you just keep coming back like an irritating little weed, don't you? How dare you call me a weed? I'm more like a dandelion that can grow anywhere, even in the most arid desert. Wait, that's not a very cool metaphor. Just pretend I said something more dramatic and awesome, alright? Why don't you just spare us the wordplay and tell us what the heck you're doing here? Why are you attacking that poor boar? Just out here trying to live its life? Well, how do you know? He attacked me first! I was doing some shooting practice when he showed up out of nowhere. Why must life be so full of woe? I wouldn't even bother with a stupid place like this if I didn't need to knock down that smug rookie a peg. I don't even know what you're rambling about anymore. Okay, this is Cedric. This is Cedric? Interesting. This is a place of natural beauty. You can't use it for target practice. Actually, wait. So that's why. Yeah, I imagine that boar was fighting to protect his territory. Anyway, you've done enough damage already. Surrender and come quietly, Gilbert. Why don't you get that machine? Get out of that machine so we can talk. As if! There's no way I'm coming out. This is bad. My odds against two ex-enforcers, never mind Cassius Bright. Can I get out of this with my usual pretending to beg for forgiveness act? No, they're not going to fall for that. Have you considered flying up and away? Both of those are the important parts. Up and away. Oh, why am I even worried? That rampaging boar can overcome my defenses. What chance do they have? It's the same machine you've had every other time. And I can fly. And if I beat Cassius, Bright Ouroboros would totally make me an enforcer on the spot. Do you really think? You just try and beat me. You're gonna regret ever challenging the great Gilbert Stein. Yeah, we'll see about that. Come on, Joshua. See, you can't even scratch me. The heck? Since when was this thing so tough? The barrier is extremely powerful. All that time spent kissing Professor Novarus' ass paid off when he added this feature to my Giapachi. Now it's invincible! No one can get through this barrier. Not X-Enforcers, not Cassius Bright. I'm going to enjoy slowly filling you powerless fools full of lead. Heck yeah, I'm calling shenanigans. Either way, he's not wrong that it's going to be difficult to penetrate. Unfortunately so, a high-density barrier like that could repel even a point-blank shot from a cannon. I don't remember that Giapachi being able to generate this much energy. Yes, that is where my mind was going. Wait it out. Because it probably can't last that long. Because that thing probably doesn't have the fuel source to do something that powerful for that long. I feel like whenever we've seen this before, it was a feature on like one of the Aeons. And those were getting like hypercharged power from an external source even. Which means... Oh! Huh? Where'd my barrier go? And, Ow, 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 ow! Why is it so hot all of a sudden? Orbital engine 278% overcapacity. Activating self-destruct. Wait, why is that? Wait, why? Why is that the first thing you do when you go? I think it's going berserk. It's not going to blow up, is it? I'm afraid it looks that way. Perhaps the orbital engine was never meant to power such a potent barrier. But the professor's mind had been elsewhere when you begged him to add that. He did a very shoddy job. This can't be happening! Maybe he knew it would happen. Can't let it detonate on the snowy mountain like this. It could cause an avalanche. Oh, that's a good point. I'm with you there. Gotta stop it from exploding so no harm comes anywhere. Leave this to me. I'll launch that craft so high up into the air so it can explode somewhere safe. Can you even do that? That won't be easy even for you, surely. Huh. This is nothing. But I will need some time to gather the energy for it. It's going to be a gamble whether I can direct it somewhere to explode safely, but I'm sure I can pull it off. Signs like these when I've got to be a dad you can be proud of. I believe in you. I'm not opposed to a gamble, but I can help make your odds a little better. While I'm helping buy time, I'll use the valley's terrain and climate to calculate the safest point for it to detonate.
Perfect. I'm counting on you then. Can you two help her buy time?
Yeah, because I was totally gonna sit here making snow angels. All right, let's do this, guys.
Right behind you.
Let us begin.
Oh, are we gonna act? Yeah, okay.
That one looks tough.
Fun. Okay, what are you gonna do? You guys don't do things. Feels like this is a good one to spread out for, if I remember.
Very well. Activating drive.
You're finished!
Back off!
Moving out! You're finished! Yeah!
Right! Bring it on! Out of that height! Right! Get him!
Too slow!
Ha! Now then, activating drive.
You're finished!
Oh, that's not
I've
good.
got this. There!
Very well.
It's unfortunate. I don't have my physical setup for her either. Turn to that too. Fuck. I'm just curious.
Ha!
Let's go! They're down!
Too slow!
My
Not that,
turn now.
not that, like, doing much at the moment, but
It's not Cody.
Go!
I've got this. An opening!
My turn now!
ooh, nice and broken too. Ooh, to lay down, yeah. Let's go.
Swiftly! Shadow!
Let's go! They're down!
Too slow!
Now then, Arcus activated.
Moving out! There! Ready to go! Yes!
Let's go!
Yeah, that was simple. They gave us a battle, like, they're gonna give us another battle, right?
metal! Radios! Spare me!
Dad! Ren!
It's all up to you now! The safest location to detonate is at 9 o'clock.
Got it. Leave this to me.
You've got this!
I believe in you, Cassius. Dad,
Whether it's Cassius or something else, I'm just happy you think of me as family. But I have to admit, you calling me Dad does get me a lot more fired up.
This isn't cool! Why does everything always have to end like this? I'll be back! Because you know what Gilbert Stein never does? He never gives up!
And there goes Team Rocket blasting off again.
Wow, you really blasted his ass right out of here.
Yeah, that's one way to phrase it. Cassius, ass blaster extraordinaire.
With no sign of an avalanche either. I knew you could do it, Dad.
You can be pretty cool. Sometimes.
Whew. Well, I could have done that in my sleep. But I owe most of it to Ren, really.
you should take credit where it's due. Very nicely done, Cassius.
It's okay if you keep calling me Dad, you know?
Nope. Cassius feels more right to me.
Get rid of the mustache and we'll discuss it.
I think the wall between them finally came down.
I will say, I'm sitting here like, I'm going to make the thumbnail. I'm just going to remove it myself. After all this time, this is my last real chance to do it. I'm just going to remove it myself.
Yeah, that's another problem solved.
With that, peace was once again restored to Ymir. We made our way to Gilbert's crash site just to be sure, but we couldn't find him or his archaism. If only I could believe for even a second that was the last we'd see of him. After that, we found the injured boar and nursed him back to health before returning to town. Baron Sporzer offered us a more formal reward for the help, but we were just doing what was right, so we turned him down. Then, before we knew it, the day was over. Our happy vacation came to an end. With hands full of souvenirs the Baron and Lady insisted on in lieu of a reward, we huddled to say our final farewells. Thank you both so much. It's so much fun here. I'm really sad to have to say goodbye. Louise, after all you've done, we should be throwing you a parade. You're supposed to be on vacation, but you still did so much to help us. I don't feel as though we gave you the welcome you truly deserve, given all that you've done for our son. Not at all. You were extremely gracious hosts. From my family to yours, we're incredibly grateful you allowed us to take such a wonderful vacation. Yeah, if anything, we'd like a little excitement in our lives. I can say for certain that we were never bored, and it was our pleasure to get to help Green's hometown. We've made some great memories here, too. I'm delighted you all feel that way. You're all welcome to return anytime you please. We'll have springs and food waiting for you. You mean it? Oh, we'll have to bring all our friends next time. Thank you again for everything. Please give our regards to our ashen friend and his sister, too. What a lovely family they are. I couldn't agree more. They seem to brighten their surroundings just by being there. I'd heard nothing but good things about them, of course, but the rumors were easily surpassed. I quite agree. I hope we can meet them again one day. Oh, that was nice. Very much more just a, how are things going? Give it a... what's the best way to phrase it? How are things going? Give so many entries. So many entries coming. Very much a, we're not going to like do anything massive as part of it, but it's just, hey, see how the things that were sort of implied to have happened sort of panned out a bit more as the future went on, while also giving them an excuse to interact with people they wouldn't have probably interacted with otherwise.
Trade
right?
phantasmal shards. Confirming rank points accumulated.
Oh, I forgot we get ones for just
Liberation
doing that.
rank unchanged.
Either way, that's probably a good place to end this particular episode. So, I'll leave it there. And next time we'll jump into, because of the nature of the ones that were left, we'll jump into the Thor's Academy one.
Slab of reminiscence
Thor's Open House.
activated.
And then into Reens after that. So, we'll see you all next time. Drive safely, everyone.